Dan, you need to throw it away. It's over. Your medication's working. You're you again.
No, you're right. It's time. It's going in the bin.
Dan, I'm so proud of what you've achieved this year. A new career, the Nobel Peace Prize, and to think 8 months ago you were so unwell.
Thanks. Yeah, I was nuts. Alright. Good night, beautiful.
Oh, fuck off. ...2017 was an absolute classic year for the video game industry, and 2018 was never quite going to match up to it. But there was just enough juicy bits of sweet corn to pull out of the tsunami of shit the industry likes to rain down upon us. And on its own merits, 2018 wasn't altogether that bad. So let's have a look at 2018, the sequel to 2017. Third-party controller manufacturer Mad Catz were re-established, bringing hope and joy to the oldest siblings all over the world who no longer have to share their official controllers with their god-awful younger brothers and sisters. Thumbs up, good start. THQ Nordic opened their seemingly bottomless wallets to acquire Koch Media, who most notably own Deep Silver, responsible for publishing #1 smash hit Dead Island. Which is rubbish, so next. Vivendi finally and officially ended its attempt to take over Ubisoft by selling all 30 million of its shares, which means Ubisoft are free and independent to carry on making games. Games that are a bit like a kid with asthma and brittle bones. Don't play very well. More acquisitions as Valve buy Firewatch developer Campo Santo. Now this one took me by surprise because I just assumed like everyone else that Valve were just done making games, but this might be a little bit of a glimmer of hope that Valve will go back to making games. And that makes me happier than a dog with two dicks. Cliff Bleszinski's studio Boss Key Productions shuts down. Shame this one, I always liked Cliffy B, I liked his over the top Hollywood persona. It's something we've been missing since the likes of John Romero. I mean, what do we have now? We have Phil Spencer blazer shirt combo, and we have Sean Murray crying on stage at E3. Fucking snowflakes. Microsoft acquires a fuck ton of studios. This is great. As much as I rag on Phil Spencer, his good guy attitude has done a lot to keep customers happy during this ridiculously dry spell in the Xbox life cycle. These developers are all fantastic, especially Obsidian. The future for the Xbox 2, 720, whatever it'll be, is looking bright. It's just a shame that the current Xbox lineup sucks worse than an Amish virgin. Nothing happened in July. A video game tournament ended in tragedy when a participant killed 2 people, wounded many more, and then shot himself, sending shockwaves throughout the world. Gamers everywhere both mourned and got ready to protect our industry, which we assumed the media was going to drag through the dirt, but that didn't really happen. The media were quite sensible about it, and instead they blamed the real cause of mass shootings. Cunts. Oh, also Barry Chuckle died in August. Fuck August. The start of the end for Telltale as they announced major staff cuts in what would eventually lead to their complete demise. It's sad when any studio closes and so many affected by job loss, but anyone with a snifter of sense could have seen this coming an absolute bloody mile away. Overworked employees, stagnating games library. They all play the same. And just completing our failure of management, basically. And now I won't get to play Wolf Among Us 2. Rockstar gets in hot water for making their employees work for 100 hours a week and not letting them see their friends or family because Rockstar is the only friend they need now. Something should be done about this crunch period in development. I mean, there's no need for it. I can wait for my games. You don't have to work people to death. Just wait until it's done to tell us when it's coming. And then you don't have to do 6 months development in 1 month. Some dude asked a panel at BlizzCon if Diablo on mobile wasn't out of season April Fool's joke. And it was fucking hilarious. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds finally came to the PlayStation 4. And nobody gave a shit because it's not Fortnite. And that was it. That's 2018. A year of death, studio closures, and worst of all, the Miitomo app was shut down. God rest your souls. Hey, thanks again for giving me your time. It is great to be back in the gown. I was starting to forget how I made these, how the editing programs work, how the camera works. So you have to forgive me if this episode's a little dodgy. Hopefully I'll pick up things as I go along. But yeah, it's good to be back. How was the year? How was your year, darling? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy 2018? Are you excited for the studios? I think that's the biggest news. I think that's the news that's going to have the most ramifications going forward. What are they on? 5 studios now Microsoft have picked up, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they bring. Especially Ninja Theory, who done a Senua's Sacrifice. Senua's Sacrifice. Yeah, they're really cool developers. So yeah, I'll leave it there. If you enjoyed the video, give me a cheeky like and a cheeky subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ta-da.